This review is super late and it's probably not even relevant anymore, but it's nice to take a break from all the heavily researched videos. Anyways, a while back I watched Jessica Jones, though I didn't review it, but I think I could talk about it now. Here's a fair spoiler alert, not like you need it or anything. I mean, seriously. It's been like 8 months. If you wanted to watch it, you would have already. So Jessica Jones is a superhero show, but not really. The superhero element is still there, but the show is ultimately a psychological thriller. The protagonist, Jessica Jones, is an alcoholic private investigator who goes through a very dark journey after some mysterious incident of her past. The story was very unique. Jessica Jones could easily be compared to Daredevil, as it still takes place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but with a much darker feel. Even darker than Daredevil. This Netflix show pushes the adult themes even further this time around. It deals with PTSDs and trust issues with much more sexual stuff and gore. Yeah, I wouldn't bring little Johnny to see this one, folks. There's a scene where two human beings are having the friction time in the first episode. Kristen Ritter nailed it on the portrayal for Jessica Jones. It was honestly really depressing to see someone lose so much. And this might sound a bit cheesy, but the show really reminded me how beautiful a smile is. I think Ritter only smiled once, and that was at the end of the show when she confronted the bad guy, who I will talk about more in a second. But seriously, her frowning throughout the show and then seeing her crack a smile made it seem like she was an entirely different character. I know she wasn't supposed to be happy, and if she smiled more often, then it wouldn't have fit with the tone of the show, but still, throughout the 13 episodes, I forgot that Jessica Jones was capable of looking happy. Always remember to smile more, kids. The villain of the show, Killgrave, or in the comics, the Purple Man, has the power to make someone do whatever he says. Literally. His ability could have easily made him an unrelatable, overpowered villain. While I think he does have immense power, I was surprised when I actually felt sympathy for the guy. The dude was traumatized when he was a kid, and when he was about to kill a maniac, Jessica stopped him. Killgrave stated that he genuinely thought that was the right thing to do. He didn't know how to stop the madness. Anything he said that was figurative was always taken literally. Maybe people were wrong about him. Maybe he wants to do good and is just misunderstood. He doesn't know any better. Maybe he's a crazy lying nutloaf that enjoys watching people suffer. Killgrave's deceptive nature makes him comparable to Loki. Not gonna say which villain I like more, but my top 3 include Loki, Killgrave, and the Winter Soldier. Not particularly in that order. Luke Cage also makes an appearance in this show. I was honestly shocked to see him play a more prominent role than expected. Mike Coulter was great in this role. Dude is jacked. It's funny because I remember Dwayne Johnson tweeted about wanting to play the character and I only wanted him to play the man with the unbreakable skin. But I guess it was the right move to go with someone younger, even though he's only 5 years younger than Dwayne, but hey, Coulter is awesome too. My favorite character coming out of the show was Malcolm. He had an amazing story arc from a sad drug addict to a clean changed man. You just felt sorry for the guy, he's been through a lot. I never thought I could ever praise so hard for a supporting character to not die before. Jessica's sidekick Trish was okay. The actress did a fine job, but the character herself found herself in a lot of trouble. She was a damsel in distress half of the time, but that one episode where she took that super soldier pill or whatever was badass. One of the highlights of the season. Her love interest, Will Simpson or Nuke, follows a weird path, but the okay kind of weird. I like his character, but he kind of reminded me of a bootleg Captain America. The only gripes I had with this show were with 1 or 2 characters. Jerry Hogarth is one of the first gay characters ever introduced to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Not really relevant to how I feel about the character, but just thought it was worth mentioning. She often seemed to put herself into trouble. I mean, she has a secret affair, she releases Killgrave from his cell, and she nearly got herself killed from doing so. She almost came off as annoying, but that Robin girl beat her in that area. Robin always got in Jessica's way at the worst times possible. I guess that is a good thing since the script was probably aiming for her to be a nuisance. Still, I'm kind of on the fence with those 2 characters. So was Jessica Jones as good as Daredevil Season 1? For me, no, but that's just by a hair. The show has superb actors and actresses and one of the best villains I've ever seen. Despite a couple of annoying characters, the plot was compelling with a lot of dark twists and turns that always kept me on the edge of my seat. I'm gonna give Jessica Jones a 93%. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video then hit that subscribe button. And if you really enjoyed this video then be sure to check out my other reviews and other content ranging from trailer analyses to a versus series.